Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Slick Nick here. It is about 2 p.m. on Monday, July 15th, 2019. Well, currently I'm in the city of Irvine, which is down in Orange County, and I've been driving since about 7:30ish this morning, and my first ride of the day got me right out of the San Fernando Valley. Took me right down to Carson, so that was a good way to start the morning. And then I did a few rides in Long Beach, including 2 Long Beach airport pickups. If you're waiting in the Long Beach airport staging lot, it usually might take about 45 minutes. Let's say if the queue position is like 16 cars ahead, for example, that could take about 45 minutes till you get a ping. But the second ride I got from there, I just got lucky because all the drivers were dispatched, so there was no more drivers left in the queue, so I was the nearest one, and that brought me down to Orange County. And I've been driving around down here. And the part of Irvine I'm in is I'm in the staging zone for rideshare. It's not a specific lot, it's a specific zone right next to the John Wayne Airport for Orange County. So I'm just sitting here waiting for a ping, and I also ate my lunch. Just had a salad with nuts on it that I made from home. Nothing special, but got to do some lunch and figured I'd make this video while I'm sit back waiting. I'm currently back on Lyft right now, and I'm using a rental car from FlexDrive. This time I'm driving a 2018 Hyundai Sonata. It's kind of similar to like the 2016. It's got the same radio interface, but the only thing is it doesn't have HD radio like the 16 did, and it has sensors on it on the sides when you're lane changing. Flip it over, I'll show you. There. It's got little sensors. Those things light up on the mirror, and it also beeps too. So this is the Hyundai Sonata 2018. There's the radio. There's my phone mount, dash cam, climate control, cup holders. It looks like I can hold 3 drinks instead of 2. This car is very spacious too, and as I forget, this is the change the control. My last tank of gas I filled up this morning, I got 29 miles a gallon, which is pretty good for this car, since I finally got some more freeway driving. And I also reset the trip odometer too each time I fill up the car. There's the radio. Has a whole list of stations. It's a touch screen too, and if this was an HD radio, it would have the HD option on there, but this one doesn't have it. Oh, sound of an airplane taking off at the John Wayne Airport. And also this weekend, checking before the weekend too, I turned in the Nissan Versa I was using for Uber driving on Tuesday, and then I took the rest of Tuesday off. And then Wednesday I took off, and then Thursday I was originally going to use the Get Around rental program with Uber just to rent for a day, because you get up to 12 hours for free. So I was going to do that to try it out, to see how it works. And I also reserved a luxury car, an Infiniti QX60, which I probably would have gotten XL rides and Uber Select rides with that car. But apparently, I bet the renter before me had something to do with the reason why it was delayed, and so it wasn't even ready. And Get Around contacted me 15 minutes before my pickup time instead of giving me at least an hour's notice, which was really inconvenient. And there was no other cars nearby in the region. They checked everywhere, so that was a big inconvenience. It's one thing Get Around needs to work on, is if cars reserved, they should be on top of it to make sure it is there. And I ended up losing another day, so I didn't drive Thursday, but because Wednesday I was originally supposed to pick up this rental car from FlexDrive over in Monrovia, but apparently they ran out of cars, so they booked me in on Friday. So Friday I got top priority, and that's how I ended up with the Sonata. I rented Malibus from them before, but the Sonata is what I ended up with, and it's a fine car. Whereas the gas mileage was a little better around town, but it's nice and spacious, which is what's important. And then I drove that day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I got all the rides I needed for the rental rewards with it being prorated. And so far I've only done 9 rides today. And I'm going to try to go all out till maybe this evening. Between 7 or 9 is probably when I'm going to call it night and hit the gym and work out. On this weekend on Saturday, technically Sunday because it was after midnight already, I got a request over in Hawthorne, and it was a group of passengers. Apparently it was 1 passenger too many, so it was 5 people together instead of 4. So I told the passenger that he has to order an XL to tell him that there's no more than 4 people allowed to use regular Lyft. Same with Uber. Anybody more than 4, you have to use an XL. There are no exceptions to the rule. And that also happened a few weeks ago when I was doing Uber. When I was doing a pickup in the valley, there was like 5 or 6 girls together, and just before 4 of them were going to try to cram in, I told them, nope, you guys can't all ride together. Either they have to order an XL or somebody else orders a separate ride. And they complied. They didn't give me any shit at all, which was good. They claimed the reason why they didn't order the XL was because the nearest XL was like several minutes away, but you know what? That's just the way it is. You know, if it's several minutes away, you're going to just have to wait that time, no matter how long it takes just to get that specific size. Because trying to squeeze into a regular car, it's not worth the risk. And us drivers, if we get into an accident, we're not going to be covered under insurance if there's more passengers than seatbelts. And that's going to be on the driver, and then the driver could risk deactivation. It's not worth it. So any of you drivers out there that have been letting more people cram into your car than seatbelts, you need to stop it. It's not worth it. No exceptions. And back to the ride in Hawthorne that I got. Just before I was about to mark him as no-show, they went ahead and canceled it anyway. And then the account holder acknowledged, okay, he didn't give me any shit at all, and so he acknowledged, okay, that he has to cancel and he has to request an XL. And I firmly told him, XL, get XL. So hopefully he did that, because I didn't get another ping within a few minutes after that. So that's just a little reminder that no more cramming people than seatbelts in the car, meaning if you have a regular Lyft or a regular Uber, 4-passenger limit. If the vehicle only has 5 seatbelts, that means it's the driver and the 4 passengers. Anybody more needs to use XL. XL, you get up to 6 guaranteed, maybe 7 in some vehicles. I don't know how that works, but 6 guaranteed on an XL. While checking the queue for the airport, for the John Wayne Airport, it turns out that the passengers getting requests per minute or however is actually faster than Long Beach, because I've been sitting here like almost 20 minutes waiting for a ride. But apparently once I drove into the zone, it already put me in a queue position, but I've had to drive around to find a lot where I can sneak a parking place, because there's no actual staging lot for John Wayne Airport in Orange County. Just like the Oakland Airport and the San Jose Airport back in the Bay Area, they didn't have actual staging lots, at least when I was there. They just had a staging zone. The only airports out here that don't have any staging areas is Burbank or Van Nuys Airport. Yeah, Burbank, it just goes for whoever's the nearest. And as I mentioned for Long Beach, when I got the second ride today from Long Beach, this applies to all airports. If all the drivers on Lyft, for example, are already been dispatched and they're already en route, then usually it'll go, or if there's insufficient drivers types, depending on what ride type they're looking for, it'll then go to the nearest driver. I was holding for the airplanes too, and I just checked my queue position, so there's like 9 cars ahead of me, so looks like pretty soon I'll be getting a ride request. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. As usual, thanks for watching. Use common sense, be safe out there, drivers drive safely. Don't take crap from anybody, all right? Passengers, use common sense. Behave when you're in the vehicles. Do not do anything stupid. Always put those seatbelts on before you look at your cell phones. As always, Uber and Lyft on, or don't. That's what Dustin says. Peace out.